Since the beginning of these energy discussions, we've seen backroom dealings, public policy by virtue signal, a corrupt corporation holding citizens and government in this state hostage to pad their bottom line, and now here today we're pushing legislation for the special interests written by the special interests. It's just another day in politics in this broken system in the state of Illinois, and it's sucking the life out of the working people in this state. In typical Illinois style, all the special interest groups get their cut. A corrupt corporation gets a $700 million ransom payment, and we have the nerve to tell the working families in this state that they have to pay for it. We're forcing them out of their jobs. We force them to pay higher utility bills for less reliable energy. And we continue to do what we do best. Put every policy in place that we can to ensure that good, high-wage jobs won't be created in the state of Illinois. Not ever again. So, don't talk to me about supporting working families. Generations of poor public policy coming out of this body has destroyed opportunity and upward mobility for working families in the state of Illinois. Now, I sat here and listened to one of you arrogantly and ignorantly talk about population loss and making a political point about the blue-collar downstate Illinois losing population on this floor a couple weeks ago with condescension dripping off of your lips. Let's talk. We can talk about that. Let's think critically about why that's happening. It's happening because the policies that have been crammed through this legislative body have stripped our areas of opportunity. High-wage jobs are gone, and it's forcing blue-collar families out of this state. Policies like these have been robbing working families in rural and urban blue-collar areas of opportunity for decades. You want to help people? We talk a lot about equity. You want equity? Stop destroying opportunity. Let's use our God-given natural resources and craft a real, all of the above energy policy that prioritizes middle and working class jobs, cheap and reliable energy, and a sustainable future for Illinois workers. Now, smart and strategic regulatory policies, not only in our energy sector, but across all sectors, is essential to creating opportunity in Illinois. And every single time we're in this body, we do the exact opposite, and this legislation is no different. All the citizens of Illinois get out of this legislation is higher rates to subsidize a corrupt corporation and less working class jobs. We are sacrificing the prosperity of our own citizens so that we can virtue signal that we, as Governor Pritzker and a couple other people have said in this body tonight, can save the planet.
Can you bring your remarks to a close?
Yeah, can you give me?
Representative Weber.
Now, in terms of the global impact on climate change, Illinois is not even a blip on the radar. We sit here and we destroy jobs and we brag about saving the planet. Meanwhile, Russia and China can't crank up their slave labor enterprise fast enough to build coal and gas plants to produce the energy needed to build the solar panels and the windmill blades to accommodate your green energy needs. Are we really going to sit here and put a policy in place that props up the Chinese Communist Party at the expense of American workers? This stuff is, it's really unfathomable. It's unbelievable that we're even talking about this stuff. This bill is bad for workers. It's a bad bill for consumers. This policy will have no measurable effect on the climate, but it's, good for one of our crony corporate partners. It's good for the special interests that sustain much of the folks in here's existence. Illinois workers across the state should watch this process critically. See who's really standing up for their best interests. See who's really working to enact policies that empower them with opportunity, and see who's more interested in enacting a political agenda at their expense. A yes vote for this legislation is a vote for higher energy costs, less working class jobs, and more corrupt, crony corporate bailouts. Vote no.